Is I'm audible? Good evening,
Yeah, you're
Toastmasters.
audible.
Yes. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the 531st meeting of EKM Toastmasters Club. I would request speakers to refrain from mentioning certain topics like politics, religion, and sex. Please unmute when you are not speaking. Toastmasters International is a non-profit organization whose mission is to empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders. This movement was founded by the great visionary Dr. Ralph C. Smedley on 22nd October 1924 at the Santa Ana, California, USA. The intention was to improve communication and leadership skills of his fellow human beings. On that note, I would like to invite our club president, Toastmaster Jijo Jose, for further proceedings. Please give him a virtual round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kiran. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. The meeting number 531st, as well as the ninth online meeting of EKM Toastmasters Club is called to order. Today we have so many guests over here. First of all, I would like to acknowledge the presence of DTM Brilliant Sir. He is a well-wisher of EKM Club, and a person who is who is simple and humble. He's a past district director of District 98 and current Region 13 advisor. Welcome to EKM Club, DTM
Thank you.
Brilliant Sir. And also
Thank you,
we have Club Growth Director, DTM Vanida Ma'am, a true leader. Welcome to EKM Toastmasters Club, DTM Vanida Ma'am. And also we have our own Division H Director, Toastmaster Neil Gonzalez. Welcome, Toastmaster Neil. Our area directors, Toastmaster Tiju Kunjeria and Toastmaster Gogul Menon. We have DTM Narayanan sir, DTM Munir, Toastmaster Prasad from Bangalore, and so many members, so many Toastmasters from international club like Toastmaster Francis from Spain and Toastmaster Minu from UAE. I welcome all of you to EKM Toastmasters Club. Today we are conducting an online table topic marathon. As we all know, the importance of table topic or importance of impromptu speaking skills in our life. When we talk with our friends, family, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, we all should need these impromptu speaking skills. So how can we improve in our skills in table topic? I remember when I joined Toastmasters Club 2 years back, I was very nervous. I couldn't speak even one sentence. But after attending so many table topic sessions in my home club, I have improved. My confidence level have been improved. So Toastmasters, I'm sure these kind of online table topic marathon definitely improve your skills, your table topic, your impromptu speaking skills. On that note, I would like to invite today's host of the meeting, my elder brother, our area director. Today, EKM Club has got President Distinguished status. I should say the main reason for achieving this President Distinguished status is Toastmaster Kijugunjere. Very hardworking, dedicating personality. Welcome, Toastmaster Tiju. Stage is on yours. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. The President, Toastmaster Jijo Jose, Region 13 Advisor, DTM Dr. Brilliant, the Club Growth Director for District 92, Distinguished Toastmaster Vanitha Rengarajan, a Division H Director Neil Gonsalves, Area P3 Director Toastmaster Gokul P. Menon, My dear Toastmasters, friends and guests, a very warm good evening.
Good evening.
Do you know who holds the record for the longest speech delivered in the United Nations? It was in fact for a time span of 5 long hours. Don't think more. He is an Indian. Moreover, he is a Keralite, V.K. Krishnamenon. Amartya Sen, in his book, The Argumentative Indian, points out this as a classic example of how eloquent and argumentative we are when we get a chance to speak, the Indians. But the table topics is just the opposite of this. It trains us to be heard, to be understood, and approved in a small span of just 2 minutes. Personally speaking, this helped me a lot in my personal life as well as professional life. Let it be the small excuse I need to say to my boss or to explain my wife why I forgot her birthday. Be cautious. In the second scenario, there is only a thin line between life and death. Table topic helps you there. Table topics, that cute teeny weeny speech you have to give on most of the Toastmasters meeting, which demands much attention and training. In fact, I would like to use this opportunity to congratulate the team and hard work behind this contest today, and the team as well as their leader, Toastmaster Jijo Jose, the president, for arranging such a fantabulous show of 26 speakers from around the world. Give team EKM Toastmasters a round of applause, and I'm taking the liberty to give a loud round of applause here. Without further delay, let us move on to the Table Topics Marathon. Before that, to describe today's session's timing criteria, let us welcome Toastmaster Anand George, the timer of today. Anand, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Good evening, all. Today, as timer, my role is to time table topic speeches. Each speaker is allotted 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show green background. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show yellow background. At 2 minutes, I will show red background. And you will have 30 seconds to wind up. If you take less than 1 minute or more than 2 minutes 30 seconds, you will be disqualified. I shall give my report when called upon. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. And I would also like you to mention how much time we have allotted for the education session.
I'm sorry, I'm not aware of that.
Okay, Jijo, can you help me here? Toastmaster Jijo?
Yes.
The time for the table topic session, how much time?
1 minute green.
Sorry, for the education session.
25 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot for the clarification. Well, today we have somebody amongst us. Coach, mentor, speaker by passion. Human resource professional for bread and butter and jam. This is how distinguished Toastmaster Dr. Brilliant described himself in LinkedIn. He is the present advisor for Region 13, District Director 2015-16, where he backed President's Distinguished District Director status, the Lieutenant Governor Education and Training for 2014-15. He got Excellence in Education and Training Award then, the Lieutenant Governor Marketing 2013 and 14, where he got Excellence in Marketing Award. Division Governor 2012-13, Area Governor 2011-12. We are not dealing with an ordinary person here. All of the above credentials shows the brilliance of distinguished Toastmaster Dr. Brilliant as a leader, a trainer, and above all, a great human being. I owe you a big thank you, sir. You have done me a great deal of help without even knowing. I will tell you. For EKM Toastmasters Club is one of the oldest in Kerala, formulated in the year 2008. It got its President's Distinguished Club status for the last time in the year 2011. Exactly 8 years after, on December 2019, in the Power of Region Advisor, Distinguished Toastmaster Brilliant visited the club, and on that fine day, he inspired many with his presence and words. And I am really glad to say that EKM is a President's Distinguished Club now. And it is at the doorstep to hold a golden gavel for the first time. Being the director for Area H1, where EKM Club is a part of, I would like to give you a big salute and thank you, a big thank you. With a pleasure and privilege, I would like to welcome you, sir, to do the session on how to be a good table topic speaker. Sir, please take the opportunity, and the stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tiju. Can you hear me? Excellent. So good afternoon, good evening, good morning, Mallus, non-Mallus, and anyone else who's joined this club and this meeting today. Thank you so much for inviting me over here. And as rightly mentioned by Tijo, people love to speak, and argumentative Indians are nothing compared to argumentative Mallus, isn't it? We all love to speak. The idea is, how do we speak effectively in a manner that makes sense and we can make the most of the time that is allocated to us? This session is a collaborative effort of all the learnings that I've had in the past, based on inputs from past champions, some things of my own learnings, and I've made an attempt to put it all together to help people understand how do we tackle table topics, especially when you are in that spotlight. Now things are tough. People used to get cold feet when they were in Toastmasters meeting. Now we have a double impact. We have to do it online. And fortunately or unfortunately, we don't know how the audience is reacting, isn't it? So this is our opportunity, and Toastmasters has given us this platform to rise, shine, and make sure that we make the most of it. So before we begin, there are different types of topics that are thrown across. Broadly speaking, it can be classified into three categories. One is a relatively open topic, wherein you have the flexibility to talk and take the topic to where you want to. The second is a closed topic where you do not have any scope for flexibility. It's pointed and you have to speak on it. And third is generally the abstract kind of topic, which gives a lot of creativity for people to start speaking on. Based on whatever I have seen from the past, some of the topics, for example, if I were to talk of an open topic, if you are a president of USA, you can build on it and take it to where you want. If you are a coffee cup at Starbucks, now if you are a coffee cup would have been an open topic, but they put Starbucks, making it closed. So you have to move in and around Starbucks. Then there are topics which are more about causes that people are, in love with. For example, a very interesting topic which I came across when I was a part of one of the contests is, to be or not to be is not the answer. If you look at what the original statement was, it is a distorted version of what it is. Now, this is where your creativity, your ability to think, organize, and deliver all comes into play. What we will try to do in this 15-20 minutes is try to analyze how do we tackle table topics effectively. Now, if you look at it, most of the times when we are facing a table topic, when we are there right in front, it hits us and we don't have the time to absorb. But let me tell you, dear friends, mastering table topics requires a lot of practice, even when you're not at Toastmasters. The more you practice, the better you become. You need to have a lot of content that you can bring to the front anytime you need. So this is my humble attempt to tell you how do we look at it. Now, what happens when you get the topic? First and foremost, we are also excited when we are invited to be a part of the table topic session that we just start saying, okay, let me get the topic, give me the topic, give me the topic. And by the time the topic comes, we probably don't even look at these aspects. These are elements which will help you create a wonderful story and a presentation in that given 1 minute of time. What you need to do is listen. Listen carefully to the topic. Make sure that you understood it correctly. And for records, the table topics master will only mention the topic twice. Take a pause. Most of us just rush into telling about what they know about the topic. It's important that you take a while, about 5 to 10 seconds, assimilate what the topic is, bring your thoughts, and then organize it and deliver. If you look at this, it's like a short speech. A short speech which has an opening, a body, a conclusion, and probability of giving a twist towards the end if you are a fun-loving and a humorous person. So let's see, how do we target table topics? It is said that the limitations that we have is all in our mind. The more we start using our minds, the possibility becomes limitless. And table topics is one such area where the more you start participating, the more you start delivering table topic sessions, you will find it the most interesting aspect of Toastmasters. The Toastmaster of the day, and of course, the host also spoke about how we will need table topics to escape out of situations, maybe at work, maybe with wives, girlfriends. There are so many areas where you need to have something ready. I would ask you to just flip it aside and say, how can I make the most of a minute that I get with someone for whom I can make a difference? It could be a business prospect, it could be a sales pitch, it could be a friend, it could be someone who's going through a difficult time. If you are in a position to create all of these on the go, you don't need to start, you know, creating content. Content is all here. I keep saying that we have the biggest hard disk space ever known to mankind. That is the brain. The problem is every time some topics come to you, all of it rushes in front and suddenly you go blackout. And that's what we need to avoid. A world champion once said that it's important that you stay ready. Now, what does it mean? We all know that, okay, when you get an opportunity, you get ready. But what does stay ready mean? Stay ready means that you don't need to wait for an opportunity. You need to stay prepared so that anytime an opportunity comes across to you, you are willing to grab it and jump on it. What do you can do to be amongst the best table topic speakers? Keep a track of some one-liners, some quotes, some twisted phrases, some statistics, some short stories, some movie clips. You can create a structure and keep it ready. One-liners, always a win-win. Famous quotes, it gives an idea, it gives a credibility to what you're saying. Twisted phrases, as I said, to be or not to be is not the answer. Statistics, sometimes you get a topic which is all about aspects where you can use statistics effectively. And if you are passionate about it, you can bring that. And my suggestion is always have short stories with you. If you can see, I have mentioned Goa there. Now, Goa is just a random example. What is Goa about? Goa is about beaches. So if you have ever visited Goa or any place where you have a short story associated to it, you can probably blend it into your table topic and make sure that it works. Movie clips, thanks to WhatsApp, thanks to Facebook, thanks to all the social media that we are on, we see so many movie clips which are sometimes inspiring, sometimes humorous, sometimes it leaves a thought with us to say, what are we doing about life? And these are some of the tools that will help you to stay ready. It is said that if you stay ready, you never have to get ready. So when the opportunity comes, you jump in and you emerge effective as a speaker. Now, these are some of the cheat sheets, which it's like, I don't know how many of you have played the game Prince. We used to do it when we had DOS machines. And playing a game of Prince meant that you had to kill the villains and move through. And sometimes you would reach a stage where you would not really fight it with the keyboard keys. So you would find a cheat sheet like Control K to kill the opponent, but it will reduce your lifespan by 33%. But there are certain cheat sheets for table topics which can help you at times when you need it. And what are these? Now, these are some of the props that you can keep in your pocket, which is easy for all of us. You don't need to think about it. What is it? Loose cash, a matchbox or a lighter, a small pencil, a writing pad, a kerchief, a small ball, rubber band. Imagine you get any topic. I don't mean to say that you need to load your pockets and go there, but make sure that when you're there, you have everything ready and you know in which pocket you have what. It helps you in many ways. For example, you get a topic which you're not sure of. You can flip a coin and say, this is exactly what happened when I received the topic. I was not sure whether it is heads or tails. What do you think? And then you can start building on the topic. You can use a matchbox, lighter, any prop which is small, effective, and not very physically evident to the audience. But at the same time, you must be able to pull it out when you need it. What I have found effective, and sorry, but I'm being a bit traditional. I am on the road most of the time, either driving or being driven, and I like to note what is it behind vehicles. So I have started hashtag called as auto ke piche kya hai, where I use funny one-liners or statements that I find, and I make a note of it and I post it on Instagram. Now that can be a very handy tool for you. You can create a notepad, or for example, if you're using digital tools, you can use your telephone to make a note of something interesting, something funny, some WhatsApp one-liners which you can use for your table topics. Now, these are some of the elements which will help you. But when the actual topic is given to you, how should you approach it? And there are multiple ways and means through which you can look at delivery. Depending upon the time, we'll try to touch about at least two. Now, what do you think should be the ideal delivery? The answer is there is no such thing called as an ideal delivery. It all depends on the topic and how effectively you can make sure that you're delivering on the topic that has been given to you. What I have found is most people look at what we call as PPF. PPF is not Public Provident Fund. It is past, present, and the future. So the moment you get a topic, you can talk about how it was in the past, how it is now, and what do you think it will be in the future. Technology. If it's an open topic, what was the concept of technology long time ago? What is technology today and what are we expecting in future? Most of us can blend and use a mix of all the styles depending upon the topic that is available for you. But this is supposed to be most effective for topics where it's a open-ended topic and you know for sure that you can talk about past, present, and what is it that you look forward to the future. The other delivery style is very important. We all know that we cannot be a master of all, right? We would love to be a master of all, but we cannot. It is said that you should be a jack of all trades and master of one, but it doesn't really happen that we are master of everything. So how do you build a bridge? Now you know something, but the topic is something where you do not have a connection. So what you can do is you can build a bridge from what the topic is to a topic which is connected and linked to a point where you are comfortable to talk about, and then you steer the conversation and the topic around that. So for example, let's say I'm not a science person. What do you think of nano? Now if you look at it from a science perspective, nanotechnology is very active. Nanotechnology is something which comes to your mind immediately, but I have no clue about nano. And if I have to speak about nano, then I will have to build a bridge. I'll say, okay, when I think of nano, the only thing that comes to my mind is Ratan Tata. He changed the way India drives. And then I use the story of how Ratan Tata was inspired looking at a family of 4 on that scooter to build nano, and how it has impacted India. So what I have done is I have moved from an area where I was completely unsure of my expertise to an area where I know something about and I can speak. End of the day, table topics is all about how effectively you steer the ball to the way in which you are able to either throw it off for a 6 or play it well, but make sure that you don't get bowled over. That's the key. Now, strategy for delivery 3. How do you look at it? Because it's about a perception, isn't it? Your perception, my perception, everyone's else perception is different. Depending upon from which side you look at the topic, you will find ways and means to tackle the topic. One of the best strategies, which I have seen at least 4 times win contests, is the way to change the perspective. Rather than talking about what is being spoken about, you completely flip it around and say, this is not what I am looking at. For example, if the topic is size matters, ideally, what is the statement? Size doesn't matter. So you can blend it and twist it and say, I disagree, size does matter. And then you create the story around it. And then you can bring in how maybe Goliath and what was his name? David and Goliath story, or any story which can give a different perspective to the audience. While we are, at heart Toastmasters, one of the things which most of us forget to do is practice. Uh, I know we are all experienced Toastmasters, but I keep saying this to everyone, irrespective of how effective you are, irrespective of what level of education you have achieved at Toastmasters, it's important for you to continue to sharpen your saw. Until and unless you keep sharpening your saw, it will be difficult. And Toastmasters makes it easy for us to practice. Now, you're like this Amir Khan, right? All fit and fine. But when it comes to table topics, suddenly you realize, okay, I forgot about everything. And then you need to have some cheat sheets saying, oh, I need to do this. The best way to manage it is practice. What is the best way to practice? People who have been reaching out to me for mentoring for table topic speeches is that we play games. We fix up a time during lunchtime and dedicate about 10 minutes to it, and then start playing a table topic game, which is if then else. You give a topic and say if, and then the person will talk about then what happens, else what will happen, and spin it around for a minute. The same can be true for book titles. Even eagles need a push. It's a wonderful topic to talk about. It all gives you a broader perspective of what your lookout in life is. It can give you either a positive bent towards it or a negative, but the idea is start thinking about what are the ways and means through which you can practice it day in and day out. Unfortunately, we are not traveling right now, but even if you're traveling and you're on phone, instead of wasting time on gossips, I would suggest that have a friend call up at 6:30 in the evening and say, okay, give me a topic today, let me speak for a minute. You do the same for your friend. It's important, what happens is you're continuously making sure that you are in the game. All said and done, table topics, perfection can only come if you continuously prepare, participate in as many contests, competitions. Winning is not about what I'm talking about at this point of time. It's about making sure that you make the most of the 1 minute of time that you get, so that next time there is an opportunity, you don't need to come back and say, oh, I could have done a better job. It's fine. Toastmasters gives you this platform to experiment, explore, and enjoy. And nothing like table topics to give you that practicing platform. So here are some quick bites. What I suggest, this is based on my thinking and my experiences with table topics. Whenever we get a topic, there is something that comes to our mind immediately, which is the first thought. And then there are sub thoughts which come in. If you can stick to the first thought that comes to your mind, it will always help. Otherwise, what happens is you start with a thought, then you change, it becomes a bit messy and it becomes difficult to manage. We need to stay calm. It's like the duck. When the duck is on water, you don't know that there is a lot of fluttering that's happening beneath to keep the duck there calm. But inside the stomach, there is a dragon or a Dracula or whatever you call it. It keeps pulling you down, but you have to stay calm. And I'm not preaching anything here, but it's important to stay in control of your breath. Take a deep breath. Make sure that before you speak, you know for sure that you are into it. What most Indians need to do, we will definitely do at table topics, is we need to think before speaking. And that's why there is a suggestion that you take about 10 seconds time to think about what you want to say rather than jumping onto it. While you have the first thought, you can bring your bullet points and start working on it. Most important is to have a smile on your face so that you are relaxed. The person on the other side is also relaxed, and it gives a sense of comfort to you as a speaker. And as I said earlier, it's all about the first 10 seconds. Make sure that you quickly connect with the audience, maybe with a joke or something to do with the topic, something engaging, which can help you become a very powerful and an impactful table topic speaker. Last but not the least, while yes, table topics is all about fun, we need to be sensible. We cannot be just blabbering jokes after jokes, because this is not a stand-up comedy scene that we are looking at. We are here to make sense. We are here to think, organize, and deliver. If it's supposed to be a joke session, I can memorize 10 jokes and rattle jokes after jokes, and probably the club will say that this is the best person who who's ever been a part of Toastmasters at table topics. But that's not what we want to. We want to be sensible. We want to make sure that every time we speak at table topics, we do the best. We do not have the lifetime to make all the mistakes. Do we agree or not? We all agree, right? So what we need to do is we need to learn from mistakes, not just our mistakes, but from others' mistakes. And the best way to do it is speak as often as possible, share your mistakes, practice. So let me tell you one golden rule. You may be a champion today, but tomorrow when there is a topic, you may actually forget. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Life doesn't end there. It's all about making sure that you understand what went wrong. Maybe you are thinking too much. Maybe you didn't get time to organize your speech. Maybe you didn't get time to deliver it effectively. But as long as you're willing to accept, share mistakes, get feedback. Toastmasters, we are all so proud that we get feedback for every session. I would encourage you to also get feedback on the table topic session. Maybe identify one person at the start of the table topic session and say, could you please evaluate if I am a table topic speaker, so that it will give you a lot of learning for life. So most important, dear friends, is to say thank you to Toastmasters, because without Toastmasters, we all would have never enjoyed table topics like the way we do. As it is said, impromptu speaking takes years of preparation. Thank you so much. And I hope that all of you get an opportunity to hone your skills and be better as a table topic speaker, it's not about winning or losing. It's about making the most of the 1 minute that you have. Back to you, Teja.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Dr. Brilliant. In fact, I would like to say that it was a brilliant session. Why, I will tell you. Every coach or everyone who comes for the training or to talk about a table topic speech or whatever speech, as a matter of fact, they say you have to practice for perfection, but they never say how you have to practice. Well, that is the beauty, that is the type of learning we had today from your session. Thank you, thanks a lot. So let us practice what we have heard today, and let us move on to the table topics marathon. I will tell you certain ground rules, okay? We have got 3 teams of 8 people each. The teams are Team Aryans, Team Vikings, Team Spartans. Let me tell you who the members are. Team Aryan consists of distinguished Toastmaster Vanita Rengarajan, Ayushi Jain, Brilliant SK, Narayanan, Gokul Menon, Gauri Nair, Kiran Rajhans, and Prasad Brahma. The Vikings consist of Munir Burhan, Khadija Habib, Habib Amdan, Rekha Sakarias, Nandachan, Jerry Joshi, Neil Gonsalves, and Adraja Menon. While the team Spartans consist of Frizia Habib, Joseph Orjin, Letaji Menon, Minu Dilip, Taha Elma, Lasya, Francis McGowan, Anand George. Now, how it is going to happen? Let us start from the first team, Team Aryans, consists of 8 people. And we are going to have something called the spinning wheel. And the spinning wheel will choose who the speaker is going to be. Is it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. And I have got different slides. For example, this is a slide which you are going to be. Kit Kat, have a break, have a Kit Kat. That is the tagline for the brand. So you have to talk on, not Kit Kat, but have a break, have a Kit Kat. This is just an example. And the taglines will follow. Famous brands, famous taglines. It will be easy for you to talk. And after the table topics session, we will have the voting, and the best 3 speakers will move to the finals, where I will be giving 3 topics for each one of them. But before that, I have my colleague as well as my good friend at Toastmaster Gokul P. Menon is here, and he would like to take a snap of those who are present here. So can we all come in the video so that he can do the honor of taking a picture of all of you? Thank you, thank you, thank you for honoring my request. Gokul. Gokul.
Smile, everyone.
Hi, hi.
This screenshot will be clicked right now. Did you smile?
Smile, everybody.
Done.
Thank you, Gokul. Well, timer is Toastmaster Anand George. The speakers can pin the timer. Is it clear about all the timing criteria as well as the table topic session? It's going to be fun. Don't be serious. Okay, can we begin then? Let me see who is going to be the first speaker. Well, the wheel is running. You want to see? It's speaker number 6. Let us see who is speaker number 6. Speaker number 6 is Toastmaster Gauri Nair. And your topic, it could be you. Toastmaster Gauri Nair, it could be you. Toastmaster Gauri?
Yeah.
Requesting the speakers to pin the timer before you start speaking so that the timer screen is displayed on it.
On 26 November 2008, our family was dining in a small Punjabi restaurant in Pune. With that, we were just discussing the general topics, and suddenly a news channel, a live updates of news channel and television caught our eye. For the Toastmasters and your guest, the live updates on the news channel was of the 2008 Mumbai attack. Yes, the same, which had 12 coordinating shooting and bombing attacks, which lasted for 4 days across Mumbai. The time when our family was spending their happy time, the time that with our favorite dishes, the same time, some other family in that hotel, the Taj Hotel, were going through this terrorized, unwanted, and scary events. Pune is a place very near to Mumbai. And it scared me a lot seeing that live update on the channel. It came in my mind that attack could be in that restaurant that we were having our food. It could be. The people who are going through that situation there in that restaurant, maybe it would be me with my family going through the same. That day, I not only felt I was lucky enough, but maybe I realized one thing in that scary event, and that's just the live updates on the news channel, which made me this realize. I'm a person who always complain about things, and the time which I am wasting on complaining about things or life in my situations in my life, there's some people taking their last breath. It could be me in there. And I realized that's life. It might be me who is going through that attack, maybe, but I'm lucky enough to be here to move on. That's all. Over to Tiju. Thank you.
Thank you, Gauri. That was wonderful. Let us see who is the next speaker. Well, the next speaker is number 3, and the third person is distinguished Toastmaster Dr. Brilliant SK, and your topic is imagination at work, General Electric Company. Imagination at work. Distinguished Toastmaster Dr. Brilliant.
Thank you. Exactly 2 months from now, what would be life? How would work change? Well, today is May 15th. Exactly 2 months before, I was working out a plan to make sure that in the worst case scenario, people can start working from home. Dear friends, how often have we thought that we could work from the luxury and comfort of our home without having to venture out, without having to go through the stress of travel? And after about 15 days of working from home, you realize that whatever you imagined at that point of time is a complete misnomer. You are now struggling to make sure that you can move out from where you are to a place where you can find something different. You are so tired of seeing the same faces, seeing the same locality. You try to change some optics, but still, life is never the same. Dear friends, whether it is COVID or not COVID, what's important for all of us to understand is that our imagination is what keeps us alive. We need to be creative in the way we look at life. We could look at this as a lockdown or a shutdown or a possibility to start exploring things that we have never ever done in our lives. Maybe take that hobby which you left after you joined corporate. Take that singing which you always thought was not possible, or probably do something for the community so that you can give back when you have the time. So, dear friends, I would encourage each one of you that every single moment, make sure that your imagination is at work, irrespective of whether you work for GE or you don't work for GE. Back to you.
Fantastic. Let us see who is going to be the next. And the next is number 1. 1 is going to be Distinguished Toastmaster Vanitha Rengarajan. And your topic is, have you met life today? Have you met life today? Distinguished Toastmaster Vanitha Rengarajan. Vanitha, can you hear us? Yeah.
We are coping with the new normal of getting used to doing things at home, having the kids limited to doing things from home and still having the most out of it. And no maid situation, a cook started coming sometime now, and is such a big relief for working parents like us. And just while I was thinking that maybe the kids got used to this just as quickly as we did, during our evening walks, I realized something really beautiful. I realized that no matter what can contain us, COVID or anything else that can contain us, the beauty of life is forever. Um, One example that I can give you is a few days ago, the kids are not allowed to talk to the other kids. So they're pretty much on their own, cycling on their own. There is no gang up in the apartment. Everybody comes out for their own quiet walks, smile from a distance, and then they move past if we meet anybody in the tracks. So it was so beautiful to see my daughters sitting and observing butterflies, and one of them discovered a very gory insect. I mean, gory for me, for them it was really fascinating. And they were able to explore small things. This is everyday walking track. There was nothing new in that space, but children were able to see beauty in everything. Life will go on. No matter what happens to us, we will always be able to see the positive in anything that we do. And for me, sometimes the lessons come from parents. Sometimes it comes from the husband who sits next to me and works. And few days ago, it was the children. So no matter who teaches you the life's lesson, remember that life is so beautiful and life will go on. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Tiju.
Thank you. And the next number is number 7. And the speaker is going to be Toastmaster Kiran Rajhans. Your topic is, because you are worth it. Because you are worth it, Kiran Rajhans. Toastmaster Kiran. Okay. I think he is not there. Let us move on to the next person who it is going to be.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Kiran.
Yeah. Good evening, Toastmasters, once again. I'm glad to have this topic. Of course, I feel so worth to talk to so many people, even though I'm locked down in my home. Of course, there is no chance for me to go out. Even if I want to go out, I can go only to the terrace. That is one limitation. Another limitation is I can say my laziness. Even though I have opportunity, I don't want to go out. Literally, I'm enjoying my lockdown life. As I was doing tourism business, most of the time I used to travel. I used to see many people. I used to talk to many people. But I feel I needed a break. I felt I needed a break. And of course, this lockdown helped me to utilize that opportunity to experience solitude, silence, meditation, and family time. And my president, my club president, always insisting me, Kiran, why are you not coming to Zoom online meeting? So that also encouraged. Of course, it's worth for me to attend this kind of meetings. Even though if I'm sitting, I'm very well connected to and in meeting able to listen to so many experienced speakers. I'm looking for that. So thank you so much. I end this speech now.
Thank you, Kiran. Let us see who is going to be the next speaker. It is the speaker number 5, and that is Toastmaster Gokul Menon. Gokul, your topic is reach out and touch someone. Toastmaster Gokul Menon, reach out and touch someone.
I was walking through the busy streets of Bangalore. I was quite close to the commercial street. People were hitting each other in the rush. Everyone wanted to go to their respective shops and do their purchase. And there was this lady who fell down in between all the rush. She was old. She seemed to be of 70 years or more. She was lying down there and people continued walking. It was then that I thought, why not make a difference? I was at a rush. I had just 5 minutes to reach my place because people were waiting for me. But I thought, touching someone that may not be physically, but touching someone's mind is the most powerful tool that you have in your hand. In the very same context, I am reminded of the word empathy. If you are able to understand someone else, that is the biggest gift that God has given to you. I made her rise up from where she had fallen, and believe me or not, people who had been there joined me in this effort. Toastmasters and friends who have joined here in today's meeting. It is very easy to ensure that you are on the right path, but to touch someone else's life, there needs to be something different. There needs to be something that is a bit above the normal. Let us ensure, let us make sure that we touch others' life in the pursuit of our own. And that would not only give us true happiness, but would give a meaning to the life that we are living right now. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Jesus.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gokul. And the next speaker is speaker number 4, and it is none other than Distinguished Toastmaster Narayanan. Sir, your topic is have it your way. Distinguished Toastmaster Narayanan, have it your way.
Table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, and the distinguished guests. Every one of us have our own way. We should not imitate others. We are unique in nature. Why we fail in life is most of the time we try to imitate others. As the saying goes, we receive question papers of different kinds, but we are trying to copy the answers of people who are around us. First of all, we should try to understand what is in us. Let us think of Sachin Tendulkar. If he had not chosen cricket as his career, or if his parents asked him or forced him to go for medicine or engineering, would he become the god of cricket? We have our own way. But most of the times, the most painful thing is we fail to understand which is our way. Only when we try to find out our way, we become master in that way. So the thing is, we have to find our own way. We proceed with those through those ways and become a master in our way. We Toastmasters have plenty of mandates to guide us or to make us know what is our way. So make use of the mandates and create our way and become great leaders and communicators. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, sir. And the next speaker is going to be speaker number 2. And it is none other than Toastmaster Ayushi Jain. Toastmaster Ayushi, your topic is grace, space, and pace. Grace, space, and pace. Toastmaster Ayushi Jain.
Good evening, everyone. It just seems so happy and such cheerful people. It seems really a morning, and everyone so gracefully ready out here. Grace, we all need to grace, and we all need to give ourselves a space, and we all need to walk on our pace because life is fast paced, and we have to decide things based on our pace. Even Toastmasters is a self pace, so why not use it? Use everything that comes on our way in our own pace. I know life is a rat race. I know everyone is learning fast. Even in lockdown, people are treating this lockdown as a productivity contest. But let's not forget, even if by the end of the lockdown we don't come out as a better singer, we don't come out as a better cook or anything, but make sure that you have been happy all throughout. You've got that space, you've got that me time that you have always been wanting for, and you have lived your life in your own pace, because life is all about, is not just counting success, it's also about counting smiles, it's also about counting the happy moments that you have lived, and lived at your own pace, gracefully, in your own space, and you have really cherished, relished, and lived each and every moment, because life is now. Life will never stop. life will never Life will continue, and this will go on. And now that we have realized nothing else matters, what matters is just us, our family, and everything that's eternal. Food, living a minimalistic life is the best. So let's live, let's cherish, and let's relish each and every time with grace, space, and at our own pace. Thank you.
Oh, I see. Thank you. And who is left? None other than number 8, and that is going to be Toastmaster Prasad Brahma. Your topic is it's everywhere you want to be. It's everywhere you want to be. Toastmaster Prasad. Toastmaster Prasad,
Yes,
what do you think?
yes. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. It's
See.
everywhere you want to be. It's a beautiful phrase. I look it in a spiritual context. Wherever you are, treat that place as your home. Whoever you meet, treat them as your folks who are at your home. It's all about your imagination. It's all about how you think. It is something related with the spiritual. I really love this phrase. When we start imagining, when we start connecting with all the people, with all the races, with all the culture, all the language, without any barrier. I feel, I start feeling my presence is everywhere. Nothing is dividing me from the other things. So I personally feel that when I start connecting with places, language, without any barrier, there is a connection, there is a beauty, there is a sense of gracefulness, sense of gratitude. So it's very important that we should feel connected with everyone, with everything. I should feel that my presence is everywhere. Thank you. Over to MC.
Thank you, thank you. That was Toastmasters. That was the team Aryans. Aryans means the best. They believe in the supremacy theory. They believe they are the best. And we have best speeches from 8 table topic speakers. Let us give them a round of applause. And I would like to ask the timer, Toastmaster Anand, whether all the speakers have qualified for voting. Toastmaster Anand?
Yes, all of them are qualified.
Okay, in that case, may I ask my good friend Toastmaster Gokul to put the voting link. And the next team which is going to speak is the Vikings. Vikings are mighty sailors, conquerors, and very brave men believed in their strength. So we have 8 strong speakers to compete in this group. It is one Toastmaster Munir Burhan, then Toastmaster Khadija Habib, Toastmaster Habib Amdan, Toastmaster Rekha Sikrias, Toastmaster Nandajan, Toastmaster Jerry Joshi, Toastmaster Neil Gonsalves, and Toastmaster Adraja. The voting list is there in your screen. You can vote for the best speaker for group 1.
25 of you have already voted, waiting for the rest.
Toastmaster Gokul, please let me know when it is done.
Sure. Five more Toastmasters to vote. Please cast your vote. We are having a tough competition here based on voting. So please ensure that you cast your vote and help your favorite contestant go ahead in this contest.
Okay, since only 5 people left, can we move to the next group?
Okay, Dil.
Thank you, Gokul. And let us see who is going to be our first speaker. Oh, it's the lucky number 3. And it is Toastmaster Habib Amdan. Yes, Habib Amdan. And your topic is power, beauty, and soul. Power, beauty, and soul. Toastmaster Habib. Toastmaster Habib, are you there? Okay. Yes, sir. Sir, I believe you got the topic, power, beauty, and soul.
Soul, yeah, I got the topic.
Okay.
Respected table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, good evening. Power, beauty, and soul. Because the three words, you know, if I want to choose something, I believe in power. Sorry, sir, I cannot continue. Sorry.
No issues, no issues. Thank you, sir. Thank you for attempting the topic. Let us move on to the next speaker. It is going to be speaker number 4. And the topic is, and the speaker is Toastmaster Rekha Sakarias. Your topic, make the most of now. Make the most of now. Toastmaster Rekha Sakarias.
Hello.
Yes. Make
Hello.
the most of now.
Toastmaster, good day. Fellow Toastmasters, good evening. When I heard that sentence, I felt so happy because that is what I am doing now. I am a pediatrician, so at the end of my life, I have been toiling around, studying, working, doing duty. And this is the first time in my life, I got so much of free time where I can sit at home, enjoy whatever I want to do, starting from getting up late, having a cup of tea, which I can enjoy. When I hear the voices of the birds, the chirping of the birds, I feel so happy. I have the luxury of spending time with my daughter. When I go to the hospital, I have enough time so that I can give as much time as they want to the parents of the children. Even though we are all scared about the coronavirus with all those special PPE kits and all those things which you are wearing, but I have enough time to give for each and every one of my patients, as the number of patients are very less. Another thing which I wanted was, we, like everybody wants, we would like to have time for cooking and for gardening and loitering around, reading books. I can do each and everything now because of this lockdown. So when most of the people are cribbing about the lockdown, the problems, the maid not coming, I am really, really happy that I can behave like a normal woman. I can be what I am, and I can spend time for whatever I want to do. Over to you.
Thank you. And the next speaker is going to be number 5, Toastmaster Nandajan. Your topic is make believe. Make believe. Toastmaster Nandajan.
Good evening, table topic master, fellow Toastmasters. It's a make-believe world many times. We used to hear this in case of art forms like cinema and all. The life in the cinema may not be the real, but it's a make-believe world, and you are forced to believe in that. Does it end with the art forms alone? But today the life we live is like a make-believe world. There is no physical contact. There is no physical meeting. We are doing this online platform. Have we ever dreamt this kind of online meeting about, say, a few months back? No. So this is an ordinary reaction to an extraordinary situation. So when such things comes, The entire thing we may think it's a make-believe world or a make-believe one. So this transcends from the imagination to the reality. Once we perceive this all in our imagination, but now it comes to the reality. So several things are possible in that way. The life may be changed entirely, but still we pull on because we have that belief, or rather we make this world a make-believe one, or rather what we believed at times back, we will work and we will come true. We will see it's true, it's happening. So that's the power of imagination in everybody. So I think the world will become as we believe today. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you. Let us see who is going to be the next speaker. And it is number 2. Number 2 is Toastmaster Khadija Habib. Your topic is when there is no tomorrow. When there is no tomorrow, Toastmaster Khadija Habib. Are you there? Okay, in that case, I'm taking the liberty to move on to the next speaker. It is number 1, Munir Burhan. Munir Burhan, you can talk on the topic when there is no tomorrow. When there is no tomorrow.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Today is a gift which we call it as present. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guest, good evening. I believe in present. And I always say that when I sleep today, I don't know whether tomorrow is there or not. So whatever I have to do, whatever aims and goals and achievements which I need to possess, I start from today. There's a beautiful thing, like in Hindi we say, Kali kare so aaj kare so kab, pal mein bahri karegi kab. Now these things aligns with our life, that we always hesitate to push ourselves to do tomorrow or the next day. But believe me, there is never today, tomorrow. Always it is today. So always start now for whatever it is, because we have never seen tomorrow. Back to the table topic master.
You're on mute.
Okay, the next person is going to be speaker number 7. It is Toastmaster Neil Gonsalves. Your topic is Think Big. Think Big, Toastmaster Neil Gonsalves.
Table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, good evening. Today, at this point of time, what I'm reminded of is, if I sit at home, I can save the entire humanity. It's quite weird to even think like that, that if we all stay in our own spaces, we can save humanity. It's quite weird to even think this way, that if we don't do anything, we save a lot of other people. My dear friends, now is our time to think big, our time to make a new world. Our world is going through one of the worst times that we have ever seen. Our time is going to be known as a time after Corona and a time before Corona. People like you and me who have lived in this age, only we would know the kind of pain that we go through right now. But when we look back in history, our world has gone through many, many disasters like these. But every time in these such situations, our world has come out by visionary leaders who thought big. Right now, you and me can be that visionary leader. Dear friends, in my own house today, as we have our own cup of tea and our family gatherings, we have started thinking innovative ways. We have started thinking ways where we can communicate better to each other. My own son, who is only 3 years old now, he has started spending time with me like never before. And this has made me realize that if I can do this at this time for him, I can make a difference in his life. There will come a time in his life when he'll remember these days where I've spent a lot of time with him. If in these small things, if we can think big, I'm sure if you and me can think, we can think mightier things. I run a business where we're going from bad to worse right now. But I'm sure as a business owner, if I can think, if I can dream, I can make lives better for people out there. Today, I urge you, dear friends, to also think big. Over to you, Tiju. Did we lose Tiju? Google, would you confirm if we have Tiju here?
Tiju is still in the room. I believe there's some technical glitch at the end.
I hope I didn't scare him away.
Could the host try to unmute him and check if he can come online?
Dr.
We can
Krishnan,
see him.
I've tried that, but he cannot be unmuted from my end.
Okay.
Gokul, I think Tiju was having a power cut or something at his place. He must have lost power on his laptop. Perhaps he would be trying to get back, but I don't think he'll find a way because I could see no light in his room.
Give me 1 minute. I'll just quickly call him and understand what's happening.
Google. Google.
Yes, Viju.
Yeah. Can you manage the session?
No, Gokul is a contestant. I think Jijo, can you handle it? Like we know that rest of the people, you have the list with you, Jijo. You can just give a topic and you can ask the next person to come in. Forget about the wheel and forget about what Tiju was doing. We'll continue with what we have because Gokul is managing the other things. Gokul has the votes and everything. So let Gokul do his part. Jijo, you have the list, Jijo. You can just pick those people who have spoken.
Yes, I have. So next topic, next contestant, Toastmaster Jerry Joshi. Jerry, are you there?
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
Yeah, and your topic is paid news is a paid murder.
Can you repeat?
Paid news is a paid murder.
Paid murder.
Yeah.
Right.
Paid news is a paid murder. Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, table topic master and my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests out here. Now all are talking about Corona, COVID-19 virus. death, after COVID, before COVID, and so many things. We should live in the present. So many persons talk about after COVID, after Corona. They live after Corona, live before Corona, and live with Corona. Recently, I heard that WHO told that we should try to live with the Corona because it no longer goes as early as possible. It will exist in the society for so many times. So we should try to live in the present. In nowadays, we heard about so many newses. In news channel also, when we open a news channel, we can hear so many newses. And news means it's not true. Nowadays, so many news channels and in the same news itself, they try to portray in a different manner because of so many reasons. Thus, most of you know. So, paid news, most of the news we don't know actually. It was a news, so we thought it's true, but most of them are actually in the paid category. Without knowing all these things, we believe it's true. So, in current situation, try to act and try to know that these newses are not always true. So before check the authority and then only try to make it as right or not, make a decision. Thank you, and over to the Toastmaster.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Jerry Joy. Our next contestant is Toastmaster Adrija P. Menon. Adrija?
Yes, available. Yeah.
Your topic is think small. Think small.
Thank you for the topic. The topic is think small. Rather, I would say think big. Or even if you're thinking small, act big. So APJ Abdul Kalam has actually said, dream, dream, and dream. Dream transforms to action, and action transforms to the change that can happen in this world. So even if it's a single dream, a very small thing that you have dreamt of, something that you have thought of is very small, do big out of those small things that you have thought. And then you can see the change that can happen. It's actually, it is everything is inside our thinking only. Whatever we think, we have to think of it properly. The smallest thing, we have to develop it into a, into a structure, into a way it can be established. It can be it can be accomplished, and then that small thing that you have thought of, accomplish it as a big action or as a big accomplishment. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Adrija. Now, yeah, I think the 7 members are already spoken, right? Toastmaster DTM Munir, Habib, Rega Sakriya, Nandajan, Jerry Joshi, Neil Gonzalez, Adrija Meno. Google, shall we vote? Before that, I welcome Toastmaster Anand Menon for the timers report. Anand George.
One more speaker didn't speak, isn't it?
Yeah, Toastmaster Khadija. Is it there? Toastmaster Khadija.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Toastmaster Khadija has left. Anand, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm sorry to say, Toastmaster Habib Ambadan did not qualify.
Okay.
Can you please announce the names of the qualified speakers, timer?
Yes. Toastmaster Reka Zacharias, Toastmaster Nandajan, Toastmaster Munir Burhan, Toastmaster Neil Gonsalves, Toastmaster Jerry Joshi, Toastmaster Ajirja Menon.
Thank you. The voting panel is on your screens right now. Please choose the best table topic speaker from the team Vikings. While we vote, I should mention our special thanks to Toastmaster Tiju, who is working from the background. He's actually giving Toastmaster Tiju the topics that are to be presented further. Special thanks to Toastmaster Tiju. He's taking a part at this end, and that's why he's not able to join us right now. Six more to vote. We'll now close the voting as we have clear winner from Team Vikings. Over to you, Diju.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gogul. Next, we have Team 3. The contestants are Toastmaster Frisia Habib, Toastmaster Joseph Ojin, Toastmaster Ledaji Menon, Toastmaster Minu Dilip, Toastmaster Francis McGowan, Toastmaster Anand George, Toastmaster, and anyone wants to speak? We have two slots are there. Okay. My next topic is Frisia Habib. Frisia, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm available.
Frisia?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Topic: I am what I am. I am what I am. Toastmaster Frisia.
Few years back, on the night of 11th August, an adorable baby was born in Kerala, God's own country. Fellow Toastmasters, any guesses who that baby was? Dear table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, good evening. Yes, exactly. That was Toastmaster Frisia Habib standing before you. Heavens were drenched in dismay as they bid farewell to that adorable baby. So I strongly believe that I am what I am. Each and every creation of God is a unique gift to this earth. All of us have our own potentials, our own abilities, our own talents. Let's not allow people around us to ridicule our dreams, to crush our spirits. Soon after my 12th grade, when I spent one whole year for my medical entrance exam coaching, there were several people around me who tried to crush my desire. They used to ask, do you think you are trying to get the first 1,000 ranks of medical entrance exam? Well, I turned a deaf ear at them because I knew there was a unique, undiscovered, hidden me in me. And finally, through my persistence, through my perseverance, through my endurance, I taught them that I am what I am when I finally secured a state merit MBBS seat. Fellow Toastmasters, life is not a bed of roses. Often we stumble in life for the simple reason that we cannot face hurdles. These lockdown days, these quarantine days can be used effectively and productively to discover the real you, to contemplate, to introspect, and to bring out the true leader in you. Fellow Toastmasters, I urge each and every one of you
Thank you, Toastmaster Frisia. Our next contestant is Toastmaster Joseph Oji. Joseph, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. And your topic is your topic is beauty outside and beast inside. Beauty outside, beast inside. Toastmaster Joseph Oji.
Thank you, table topic master, and good evening, fellow ladies and gentlemen. There is always beauty outside, and there is always a beast inside. The beauty outside, I would say, the people around you, the flowers, the garden, the nature around you, is everything is beautiful in our eyes as we see in a positive way. And the beast, which is inside of us, which is burning us with the spirit to kill all the obstacles into opportunities, failures into success, and turn everything in a ever growing manner. It's ourselves. For me, the beast is myself, and I would strongly say that the one who believe in ourselves whenever there is a space for failures, obstacles, and a lot of things to pull us down. Let me recall a couple of years before, when I was in India, I was in the page of finding a better job to fulfill my financial needs and to take care of my family. But the questions was, even though I have shared to many of the recruiters, many of the companies, nothing have worked. Even nobody find me as a better one for that position, whatever they have looking for. But today, I am working in United Arab Emirates as an assistant service manager. To be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, it is all about your hard work and the beast in you, which is telling that don't quit, don't lose hope, hold on. Definitely one day the success will knock your door. And I tried hard. It's been a couple of years dedication and hard work to develop myself, to upgrade myself, and I can see the beauty in my way by understanding the beast which is inside of myself. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have a small message for every one of you. You can see the world which is bad or good, but I strongly say that see it as a beautiful one. Nobody is going to take us to a successful journey or a happiness journey. It is the beast in us which tells us that see the beauty outside and keep on burning yourself to become a better one, to become better ourselves, and to do something good for us and others. So beauty is outside, and obviously the beast is all ourselves. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Joseph. Our next contestant is Toastmaster Ledda G. Menon. Toastmaster Ledda, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah. And your topic is just do it. Just do it, Toastmaster Ledda G. Menon.
Fellow Toastmasters, dear Table Topics Master, and all the distinguished guests, a very good evening to all. Well, just do it. That's a right phrase. What is there? When you have the goals within you, when you see your goals, understand the obstacles in your way, create a positive mental picture for that, create your mind of self-doubt, clear it. Whatever is created, just clear it. Embrace the challenge, whatever comes up in your way. Stay on track, and that creates a whole lot of difference. And finally, show the world you can do it. Yes, just do it. That creates a whole lot of difference for us. Each and every person, the way how your personality is, that creates a whole lot of difference. Your perspective creates a whole lot of difference. Your individuality creates a whole lot of difference. Well, just do it and create the difference. What are we doing now? In this world, when the whole place, the whole world, each and every place is facing the lockdown, what are we doing now? Just do it as what is required so that we can shine, rise, shine, and do what is required in our world. Well, the individuality creates a whole lot of difference. The positive perspective that creates a whole lot of difference. Well, go and just do it. And that's how we are doing it now. We are among so many members, so many distinguished members where we are able to do something in between them. Well, just doing it, going on doing it so that you'll rise and shine and go on in our life. Life as such, it's a rat race. We don't know what is yet to happen. It's like a string which may be weak at one side. Maybe at times it might break. Sometimes we are on cloud nine, but still, each and every moment we have to have in mind, just do it. Go and do it. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ladaji Menon. Our next contestant is Toastmaster Minu Dilip. Minu, are you there? Yeah. And your topic is share moments, share life. Share moments, share life. Toastmaster Minu Dilip.
Good evening, distinguished guests, fellow Toastmasters, and table topic master. The moment I got into UAE, that was really an unimaginable time. I never thought that I will be in this situation because I was born in a very remote village where even electricity was in no sense were seen anywhere. And then someone like an angel came to my life and he just picked me up from the old remote place directly into the main masseter area, the Dubai. And I'm here and I'm so happy that each and every moment in me see like I'm flying away to see places and places and enjoy every moment of my life. We all know the purpose of our lives is to be happy wherever we are. And the main thing, if opportunity doesn't knock, build a door to it and then go we knock ourselves to get it, grab it. That's what I have done. I just took hold of my husband's hand and just ran away from the remote place to this beautiful area to take all the advantages and grab all the moments I could. We know if you live only once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Our journey, you already know, begins with B to D. But remember, we have C in between. And you all know what C means. It's nothing but choices we have to make in our life for the best possible moments. If you make the right choices, the right things will come to you and just grab them, be it make it in your hands, and we live through. But remember one thing, as Mahatma Gandhi said, life as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. So grab the opportunities and learn whatever you can. Then you will be totally successful in your life. Thank you so much. And even for grabbing this opportunity I'm right now here is such a great opportunity for me. Thank you, Toastmasters. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Minu Dilip. Our next contestant is Toastmaster Francis McCowan. Toastmaster Francis,
hello.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Yeah.
Let's do the night to hello.
Yeah. And your topic is don't be evil. Don't be evil.
Sorry, I couldn't hear the word. Don't be un?
Evil.
Evil.
E-V-I-L. Yeah, evil.
Maybe it'd be fun to be evil just for a day, just to try it out. We're always told, don't be evil, be good, do the right thing. But what if we didn't? What if just for one day we went about and we were told, for example, during lockdown, they said, don't go out. And you just said, I'm going to go out. What would happen? See, for some reason, we never take those chances. And we instinctively know, I shouldn't do that. It's evil. And I think that's because we don't do it because deep down inside, once we've done something we know to be evil, we don't feel right. We feel disappointed with ourselves. We've let ourselves down. I think a good example, our team name is the Spartans, and they were very, very disciplined. And they're a good example about how to avoid being evil. From a young age, they were taught to fight and prepare for battle. Everything was about discipline and hard work. And I think a good way for us to avoid evil is in our daily life to have discipline, have organization, and know what we're trying to set out to do. They say the devil makes makes easy work of I forgot the exact phrase, but when you're sort of bored and restless, then the devils can sort of use that as an opportunity to make people do evil. And I think that there is a certain amount of truth in that. That if we keep busy, we keep focused, and we have our objectives in mind, so long as they're good, then we're very unlikely to do evil, even though it might be fun to try it. Luckily, we don't. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Francis. That ends our table topic marathon. I thank you all the participants, all the Toastmasters. Now I welcome Toastmaster Anand for reading the timers report. Anand?
Yes, yes. I have to read the times of all the contestants.
No. Is there any disqualification?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Anand, can you please repeat the order of the speakers from team 3?
Yes. Toastmaster Frisia Habib, Toastmaster Joseph Orjin, Toastmaster Lata Menon, Toastmaster Minu Dilip, Toastmaster Francis McGowan.
Thank you, Anand. Toastmasters, the voting link would be on your screens now. %, of you have voted. We have a few more votes to go to decide the best table topics speaker from team 3. Thank you, everyone, and that ends our polling.
Yeah. Toastmasters, and today's table topic marathon, the winner of team 1, team Iron's, is DTM Brilliant SK, and team 2 winner is Toastmaster Neil Gonzalez, and team 3 Toastmaster Frisia Habib. Now we'll have a final. I will ask you 3 questions of Toastmaster Brilliant, Neil, and Frisia. So my first topic goes to Toastmaster DTM Brilliant. Sir?
Check. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So your topic is, if not now, then when? If not now, then when?
Lakshmi Nursing Home in Kollam, Kerala. The sound of baby crying filled the room, and an excited parent was waiting when a nurse walked up to him and in a heavy Mallu accent said, "Sir, your son is very naughty." My father took it literally and named me Brilliant, removing the T. And all through my life, I've been struggling to justify why my name doesn't have a T. And that's when I decided to do things in a manner where every time people asked me, "Why is the T missing in you?" I would create something up and say, "My father wanted me to find the T so that I could become brilliant. And anytime I had to do something, that was the right time to do it and say, that's brilliant." Dear friends, life doesn't throw opportunities at us. Life doesn't give an opportunity which knocks twice. We have heard so many cliched statements day in and day out. What I would say is, knock, you need to build a door, or probably there is no door. If you have to do it, you have to do it now, because time and tide waits for no man, no woman, or animals. My sincere suggestion for all of you today is make the most of every opportunity that comes and ensure that you find the T that has been missing in my name, so that instead of being named as brilliant, you truly shine, emerge, and be brilliant. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Brilliant. Our next contestant is Toastmaster Neil Gonzalez. Neil?
Yes,
your,
Jojo, I can hear you.
your,
Yeah.
your topic is, what has life taught you recently? What has life taught you recently?
Jojo, can you repeat once again?
Yeah, what has life taught you recently?
Okay. A table topic, master, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. What has life taught me recently? I believe life is teaching me every moment. Especially in the recent times, life has taught me big lessons. Lessons like your time that you spend with people is memorable. I just spoke to you about the time I spent with my little son at home. The kind of happiness I derive from spending little time with him has created such great memories in my life, which is for me to cherish for an entire lifetime. I'm sure even for him, it is going to be a beautiful memory for his life. A lot of other lessons that I've learned. One is, because we stay at home, me and my wife, we fight with each other for silly things, and we have learned this art of talking to each other in such a way that we don't hurt each other. It's something that perhaps I don't think I would have learned without in being this lockdown period. Because in the other days, we spend a little time at home, we spend a lot of time at work, we spend a lot of time, most of us, we spend a lot of time outside. For me, these days has been those days where I spend a lot of time at home. And because we come in close proximity with each other, we have those little instances where little words, silly things make a person hurt. I've seen from her that it is not that she does things to make me happy. It is because she wants to be happy that she do things. Same way, I have learned this art of being happy within myself so that I can make her happy. Little lessons, if I can recall, about my dad and mom. I have my dad and mom is pretty old. They live with me at home, and these are days where I have learned that there could be those days when I'll miss them. So let me treasure those memories. Let me spend those little moments with them. Dear friends, if you're listening to me right now, my only request is, little things does matter. So these precious moments that we spend with each other, let us learn those things, just like what Vanita just spoke about, the little beauty that children finds outside. Let us also find that amongst us. Over to you, Jojo.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neil Gonzalez. The next contestant is Toastmaster Frisia Habib. And your topic, beauty contest should be banned. Beauty contest should be banned Toastmaster Frisia Habib.
Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Fellow Toastmasters, will you agree with me? Dear table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, good evening. Life is a fragile thread between birth and death. And it is not all about what you see outside. As it's rightly said, don't judge a book by its cover. It is not about your wealth. It is not about fame. It is not about your appearance. All those things are transient. Let me give you a simple example. My mom often says at home, I never married your dad because he was beautiful. Just look at him. He's a baldy, handsome guy. But what I made sure was he had a beautiful heart. He gave me my space in life. And that is what I strongly believe. It is not your appearance. It is your character, your inner beauty, your heart, the activities which you leave behind. What legacy can we create? Beauty pigeons. Let me come to the topic and say, I would say beauty pigeons are to be banned. Beauty pigeons must not be banned. Because if we have a look at the recent beauty pigeons, they just don't look at the appearance of people. They always choose Mr. Beautiful in all the ways, considering the intellectual of the person, considering the characters, the specific traits of the individual. Beauty pigeons should never be banned. Because there were times when ladies faced oppression, when ladies were not given equal rights as men. So these beauty pigeons in turn can be an opportunity for many such ladies who have been crushed, whose spirits have been crushed to come out so that they can discover their real characteristics, the beautiful heart, their traits, their potentials, and prove to the world that ladies true can emerge successfully as leaders. So once again, let me reiterate the fact that beauty pageants must not be banned. Thank you, and back to the table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Frisia. That ends our table topic marathon. Now I welcome Toastmaster Anand for the timers report. Anand.
Hello.
Anand. Disqualification?
No.
Okay.
Toastmasters and all the participants who have joined here for today's meeting, this is the decisive vote. On your screens are the names of the finalists for the table topics marathon conducted by EKM Toastmasters. Cast your vote and ensure that the best candidate among the three wins the table topics marathon title. Yes, and that gives us a clear winner for the table topics marathon conducted by EKM Toastmasters. I request the club president, Sijo Jose. I hand over the baton back to him, and while he finishes the meeting, I shall display the certificate which he will announce to the meeting, the participants in the meeting.
Yeah. So good. Gogul.
Yes, Dijo?
Yeah, can you please show the winner?
Yes, Dijo, I'm preparing the certificate. Please give me 2 more seconds.
So now I welcome Toastmaster Neil Gonzalez for the feedback.
You have the winner on your screen. been already, Tijo, please take the privilege to announce it.
Winner of Table Topic Marathon 2020 conducted by EKM Toastmasters Club is the champion speaker, the champion evaluator, the champion trainer, DTM Brilliant. Congrats, sir.
Apologies for the title of the certificate because that was the best I could arrange just now. Back to you, Jijo.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Gogul. Now I welcome Toastmaster Neil Gonzalez for the feedback.
Thank you, President Jijo. At the outset, let me congratulate everyone, each and every person who participated in this marathon. As we know, table topics is one session where we shy away, we don't. But today we came in because of two reasons. Number one, we knew that we would learn how to say better table topics. We had our Brilliant who showed us, and he has won also. So he deserves much appreciations right now. I want to congratulate everyone who participated. It is not about winning or losing, but your attitude with which you participated, the kind of support you rendered to this club, well, that speaks volumes. Thank you so much on behalf of EKM Club. I also want to congratulate the EKM Club for numerous reasons. Number one, after many years, after 2008 was the last time they were President's Distinguished. Today they have become a President's Distinguished Club. They were considered a club that was weak, that would die. But this year they have achieved remarkable success under the leadership of Jijo. And Jijo is one person, he is so determined. He has done meetings where we could only imagine of. He has done intercontinental meetings, he has done joint meetings, he has done whatnot, and now a table topic marathon. I appreciate the president and his team, executive team members, and every member in EKM Club for the success that you have achieved this year. In fact, I happened to speak to Vanita, who is the club growth director recently, and I told her EKM Club is a buddy club. There is a mentor club, a bigger club which is mentoring EKM Club, because it is a weak club. It was a weak club. And this year they have become bigger than their mentor club. They have achieved 10 on 10, and they won the prestigious Golden Gavel Award right now. It's a mystery for a poor club or a weak club to reach up, to scale up to this level. Congratulations to EKM Club. You made all of us proud. And everyone who has participated today, we've had huge learnings. Thank you so much. And Brilliant, your session is something that we'll keep close to our heart. I believe it is because of your sessions that many of us could speak today. Thank you so much, and over to you, Jijo.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neil Gonzalez, for all your support and guidance. Thank you so much. Thank you all the participants, all the Toastmasters. Thank you so much, DTM Brilliant sir, for coming and giving a wonderful session. Actually, I'm so nervous, so tense now. Anyway, we made it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gogul. Gogul is a Zoom administrator, and all the participants, Prasad sir, Toastmaster Kiran, Toastmaster Vanida ma'am. Thank you so much. On that note, the 531st meeting of EKM Toastmaster Club is adjourned.
Thank you, everyone. I'll send my presentation content, and this was a compressed one. I'll send the entire content in a PDF format so that it can be shared with all of you. Hope it can be of some use too. All the best.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Brilliant, and to give back a tiny little bit of what we have received from you. Your certificate is right there in the chat box. You may please download it and save it in your desktop. I know you may have received a number of certificates already, but this small token of our love and appreciation for what we would like to extend to you.
I will, surely.
Getting it in Malluland is most important.
Thank you all. Good night.
Thank you all.